Hello Pisces, welcome back. I hope you're doing well, and I hope your new year is off to a fantastic start. I apologize about the delay in the uploads. I know this is later than I normally upload, but I've been focused on some other things recently, so these cards are giving me hell. Alright. So, starting off the week, the 8th through the 14th, what kind of energy are we going into it with? Okay. This is interesting. It's sort of this is really weird to explain. It's kind of like you're trying to make time for more play, more fun in your life. Like, you have your responsibilities and you are dealing with them. It's just, it kind of looks like you'd rather be enjoying yourself more right now, and because you're possibly not able to, it's kind of putting a damper on things. The quality of your work might be suffering. It's like a very distracted feeling, sort of like you're still going to work every day, still getting your job done, but you're never really mentally there. You're always focused on something else. And I do think it's a matter of the heart. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but it is some type of relationship. It could be family, friends, a lover. Alright. Okay. Yeah, so furthering with this not really being able to think, I think possibly posing a challenge for you here is sort of an example would be, let's say you've gone to your boss recently. Hey, I need some time off. I need a mental refresh. I need a mental health break. Essentially, it wasn't really an option. I kind of get the feeling that you are sort of in a position right now where your life has kind of been all work, no play, and you really need some play, and you're not really being given that opportunity. There's no room for play. Like, you're trying to make room for it. It's not happening. Life isn't allowing it right now. All right. Okay. Yeah. So again, there's definitely an imbalance here for you. This could potentially be a new relationship. Doesn't have to be that way, but I'm gonna proceed forward with that assumption, just for the sake of making it easier to explain. It sort of gives like a, let's say you've just kind of been on autopilot. You've just been doing things the way you've always done for however long. Wake up, go to work, come home, go to sleep. But somewhere recently, in the middle of all of these things, you met someone recently where it kind of took off. You guys really hit it off. There was like an instant connection. And sort of like you keep trying to make time for a date, or they keep trying to get you to go on a date, and it's just not happening. Not because you don't want to, but because you can't. And I think there's sort of a worry here that because you're not able to make time for them to show up. There's like a general fear of things aren't going to work out. Things are going to, how do you say? Like they're going to lose interest. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic. You can take it how it resonates, but just generally there's sort of a fear that one part of your life, like a more personal part of your life, is going to suffer because the professional side of, or the responsible side of your life is taking precedence and not really allowing for the opportunity. All right, in your recent past, it's still the same thing pretty much, kind of confirming my suspicions that it's like, again, like the work side of your life as opposed to the play side. Just again, it's really not allowing you this opportunity to give yourself over to more personal things. There's kind of like a disconnect here. Like, you may have been showing up to work both physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually up until now, but because this new thing has entered your life now, it's sort of, you're showing up physically, but in every other sense, you're just not there. You're completely disconnected. And honestly, it kind of, it's sort of, I don't really feel good about this feeling. Like, kind of like you're giving yourself over to it too much. Like, I get that it's new and it's exciting, and you're kind of worried that things are going to fall apart if you can't give time to it, but sort of do what you can with the things that you can't control and like make the most of the things that you can't. I don't really know the saying, but essentially just like, don't let the things that are out of your control affect you right now. Just do what you can. Let's keep going with the hypothetical that this is like work and a new potential romantic interest. If you can't make time off of work, it's fine. Don't worry about that. At the very least, you can still text them, call them, let them know what's going on. Just do what you can, and if they're really interested, they'll be able to stick around and wait until you can make time. Hopefully things go well for you. But for now, I'd say just don't worry so much. Let things play out. Okay. So this, at the very least for most of you, this is definitely romantic in nature. The first half of the week, near future, it's kind of like that feeling is fading. Not so much fading. Fading's not really the right word. It's like because you can't give yourself over to it, it's kind of, it's like you're trying to close yourself off, which I don't think is really the right approach here. Like you're shutting down emotionally because you can't actually have anything to do with that part of your life right now. So it's sort of like a self-defense mechanism, because work's not letting me, spend time with this new person that I met recently. I'm just gonna shut down and not feel anything, and I'm just gonna focus on my work, forget. So you're just really repressing some things here, which isn't healthy. Again, control what you can. Send them a text, send them a call, something, anything. Maybe see if your lunch breaks align and go have lunch on your lunch breaks or something. Anything, really. Okay, second half of the week just ends up being even worse. The time that you're needing to invest in work, rather, the amount of time of your time that your work is taking from you is forcing you to give to it, takes this I'm shutting down into I've completely shut down. So it's really just like hitting the power off button on your computer. It takes a second, but it like eventually it shuts off. And that's kind of you here, where you just entirely, completely just power off, and you're sort of just there, stuck in limbo, waiting. It's very much an autopilot feeling, like you just let each day play out, hoping that eventually something's gonna work out. Alright. Wish I could give you a better reading, but... Okay. In your internal influences... So internal influences, your emotions are kind of starting off from a really great place, because it's exciting. This is new. Whatever has come into your life recently that you want to be throwing your time into, it feels right. It feels like this is supposed to be happening, and you want to invest time in this. You want to take care of this. You want to make sure you like nurture it and support it. It kind of becomes a bit negative though, because not only are you so absorbed in this that every other aspect of your life outside of it is kind of falling off to the wayside, but I sort of see you having like I will do anything for this, to the point where it becomes negative. Like I will lie about being sick so I can get out of work. I will yada yada, so on and so forth. I'll do whatever it takes to be able to give this a chance. All right. Internal and external influences both are nothing but major arcana. How about that? So external influences, sort of going again with that feeling from the internal, where this feels like it's right. It feels like it's meant to happen. I sort of get the sense that you're kind of one of those people where you don't really actively seek love. You just sort of wait for it to happen. The right person comes at the right time, however that saying goes. And that's sort of been you, where you've just kind of been waiting for this person to show up, and now that they have, physically, outwardly, it just kind of seems unfair that you can't really involve yourself with this person. It's like, I've been waiting my whole life for this, and now that it's finally here, I'm stuck, I'm alone. So that's kind of affecting all of the negative feelings that you've had recently where you're not really showing up for work, not really showing up for friends or family or whatever. Just sort of shutting down because I can't have what I want. I understand it. I get it. I do. But don't forget every other area of your life too. In your hopes or fears. There's it's a hope. I get the sense that you're very hopeful that I'm just going to keep assuming that this is a person. It's like you're very hopeful that this person is going to be willing to understand that, you can't really make the time right now, that work is sort of taking priority, not because you want it to, but because it's not really giving you an option. You're sort of just hopeful that they're going to be willing to stick around and wait for, a time where you can actually connect. As for the outcome, yeah, okay. So the outcome is really just confirming what I've been saying. It's very tempting for you this week to just withdraw and close yourself off and shut down. And I understand that, and I'm not saying, it's going to be the easiest thing in the world to do, but do everything you can to avoid that. And if you can't avoid that, at the very least, again, still just shoot them a text, send them a call, anything. Just make sure you're letting this person know that you're still interested, that you're still wanting to show up for this, that you're still... Let them see more of you. Keep them interested, keep them on the line, be the carrot at the end of the stick. Let them see what they're waiting around for, essentially. Don't pretend to be someone you're not. I don't think that's really necessary here. I think you, the way you are, is enough to keep them on the line. And I think they're willing to wait around for you. Just be patient. Wait for the right time. This person came finally. I know it's great. I know it's amazing. It feels awesome. You want to throw yourself into it. You're going to have the chance. You're going to be able to. Just be patient. Let's get you a mindful one. What do we need to be mindful of? This reading started off pretty negative, and I mean, throughout the week, it's rough, but it's not bad. I honestly was kind of, throughout the entire reading, it just looked really, really bad, but it's really not. There's a singer I like, Christian rapper, Brian T. One of his lines is, God's delays are never God's denials, so don't worry, it's coming. I am enough. I'm beautiful just as I am. I'm loved just as I am. I'm worthy just by being me. I don't need to fit in. I just need to be myself, and the right people will come to my life. Those who see and appreciate me for all that I am. Alright. Thank you for confirming what I said. Yeah, again, you really don't need to try to be someone that you're not. This person is going to be interested. Just be open, be yourself, express your thoughts, your feelings. Let them see the real you. I get the feeling that this person is just as interested in you as you are in them, so the more you show them of yourself, the more they're going to feel the same way about you as you do them. All right. Pisces, that was your reading for the 8th through the 14th. However, it resonated. If it didn't, don't worry, it's not part of your story. But if it did, I hope it helps you with the week ahead. That's all for now. God bless you. Jesus loves you. Peace be with you. Until next time.